we're here today at the library for the celebration event of Mental Health and Me. We've been running this competition. It's the second year running. It's a great competition. There's 7 categories. It allows people to explore the issues of mental health in traditional forms of writing, but also alternative ways. And I think that the amount of entries that we have received, both last year and this year, really shows that there's a demand for this kind of competition, and that writing really is an outlet for exploring your own issues.
The more that we have events like this, which are about celebrating people and not all about, oh, everything's so terrible, the better, because it buoys people up. Coming out and speaking in public, getting a name in print in the books and stuff like that is a real boost to people.
I know that it's taken years of hard work and struggle by so many people to get mental health centre stage. But on evenings like this, it's clear that mental health is also about recovery. It's about resilience, it's about creativity, and above all else, it's about hope. And in first place, the winning tweet goes to Natalie, Denny. You and I have broken legs with how you carry a fractured mind, remove the stigma around mental health, no solace in silence. And then in first place, we have Rosie Mansfield with Hourglass.
Yeah, I don't really think of myself as a creative person, so it was amazing to be recognised tonight and for such a great cause.
The winner is, with Who Am I, Dennis Carlisle.
So who am I? I have no idea. But I know there's others like me, and they need care too. And we should all care about people we don't understand, because that's what defines us.
I'm really proud, I'm really happy that I entered those. I had a lot of trepidation in entering, a lot of fear about how I would be expected and what people would think about it, but in the end I think it was worth it.
And in first place, Fearon for the egg.
Her sense of not quite fitting anywhere stretches back to childhood, family, street and school, and never questioned difference.
The first place, a really fine piece of work by Christina, Ashworth, and it was elected to marry.
The winner, first place, is Ellie Smith, Writing from the Heart.
Just how many people do care about me, and I guess that's a good thing that's come out of everything. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and that we just need to make the most of whatever life throws at us, no matter how hard it is.
It means so much because I love writing, and I just never expected to win it. It means the world to me. I don't know what to say. It's just so important people read this book and read what mental health does to people's lives and how it can ruin people's lives and take people's lives, and just everyone needs to know like how serious it is.
I'm the winner, and I remember when I was reading this one, and I was so impressed with how vivid and how honest the account was, that I think you'll really enjoy it as well as be moved by it. It's Lavelle for Residue.
All over now, what she goes, in that sweet high tone. Yes, she's wrong. It ain't over, not for me.
The whole purpose of this is about removing the stigma of mental health. I think it's incredibly important for everybody, but particularly high-profile people, to be able to talk about this, because I think it sends an incredibly positive message.
Writing in the form of expression is a great way to start a healing process. For me, I got a lot less angry when I found a voice for myself in the form of expression. I was asked a really simple question: how did your father's death affect you? I hadn't really thought about it, but I guess looking back on it, I made some better decisions after what happened. I started to become a lot more self-aware because I didn't want to end up in the same position that my dad was. You know, he took his own life. And when I did take a long, hard look at myself, I started to realise that there was a reason why I was behaving in certain ways. There was a reason why I was reacting to certain situations in certain ways, and that was because I wasn't happy myself. And it's really difficult to accept that you actually have a problem. It seems like it's a lot easier in the beginning just to ignore it, and to pretend it's not there, but it is, and at that point I had to accept that and start doing some work on myself. And at that point I started to turn my life around. The overall winner of Mental Health and Me 2015 is Pat Fearon from the spoken word category with The Edge.
It is just amazing. I mean, I've worked sort of around the edges of mental health for quite a few years, but never seen myself as an expert in any way. And I just think the more people are aware of it, the more it will normalise the problem. And that brings people who've been made to feel separate into the community.
Another big round of applause for everyone that contributed work who didn't get to read their work out on stage today. It takes an awful lot sometimes to get... I mean, I just couldn't believe how personal some of what I heard was today. That is about people who they've lost and the sort. It's an incredible achievement for each and every person who won today and also who contributed and who entered. Keep on, carry on, enjoy it, and thank you.
I think days like this are really, really important because not only do they show that people who experience mental distress in one way or another can be creative, talented, fun people, thus busting a few myths about mental health all being doom and gloom and misery, but it also helps to promote the fact that mental distress, as we like to call it rather than mental illness, is something that can affect any one of us at any time.